Hello, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It's another day, and we have another scholarship. If you're joining us for the first time, thanks for coming. But where have you been? There are lots of fully funded scholarships already on this channel in different countries around the world. So look around and make sure you subscribe before you leave. And of course, if you're returning, thanks for coming back. And I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. So enough of the intro. Let's go to the meat of the day. So today we are at Michigan Technology University, MTU, in search of, as usual, masters and PhD opportunities. At this university, as you will find out in the course of this video, the application fee for international students is just $10. Just $10, one and zero. That's just it. Compared to other universities where you pay up to 70, 80, 100, or even more. This is just $10. And I'll show you in the course of this video as well. And then you see the TOEFL IELTS waivers, that's the English language waivers, and then you see the GRE waivers as well. All these will be shown in the course of this video. So let's begin. So I'm starting with Google through a simple Google search. I often tell people you do not need to be given the link. Once you know the name of the university, just type it in Google and you can just find your way through. So now I just type the name of the university, Michigan Technological University. Then this appeared, and I'll just type here in this search bar, the small search bar here, application fee. Let's confirm whether the rumor is true. So good, it took me to this page. And remember, this is for masters and PhD, so graduate. So the first suggestion is for undergraduate. We do not need that. This one is for graduate. Yes, we need it. And we'll open that tab. This is for international students, graduate. Yes, we need that as well. So we'll go through those pages one after the other. This one, yes, and the other one. So graduate admissions, good, at Michigan Technological University or Michigan Tech. So what does it say here? First of all, it says that the application window for fall 2023, that's July, August this year. Those resuming July, August this year, it's already closed. We know that already. Those who already got admission are already on their way to the US or about to board their flight, so we understand that. So, however, you can apply for spring 2024, and spring is usually like March next year, which is not so far away if you ask me. And then, of course, you also have fall next year, which is about July, August next year. So you have spring, the option of spring, which is good. Some universities don't have spring. This has spring, so go for it. You do not necessarily have to wait for 1 year. And yeah, that's good news. So what about the application fee that we typed? You can see here, let's make it bigger. It is said here that applying to the graduate school is free. That's what they said. No application fees and fast. No official transcript or test scores to start. Apply today and we will help you through the rest of the process. So they claim it is free, but do not rejoice so quickly. So if you read item number 2, it says something different. Provide your application, it is free. However, look at item number 3 and then you get the full gist. It says here that international, oh, sorry about that. It says here that international applicants are required to pay a $10 processing fee per application. So it still insists that it is free, but says international applicants are required to pay a $10 processing fee for per application. So you see there, $10. So let's go to the other tab we opened for international applicants, graduate school specifically. And then if you just scroll down a little, you get the same information that a $10 application processing fee is required for all international applicants. Our application remains free. Oh, that's kind of funny because they said you pay $10, but it's free. It's either free or not free, but I get the gist. So the application remains free from start, but requires international students to provide a processing fee before they can upload their supporting documents. Okay, so you need to pay this amount of money, $10, which is understandable. It won't tear your pocket, hopefully, for you to submit your documents. So that's good. And if you just scroll down a little, the next item is the almighty English proficiency test for admissions. So this is also quite scary because these exams are expensive, and I heard recently that the cost of the IELTS exam, this one here, was increased recently. So things are even getting worse, becoming more difficult to take these exams because of the cost. And of course, you also need to prepare. They're a little bit tricky. I wouldn't want to call them difficult, but a little bit tricky as well. The good news, however, is that the exemptions, there are waivers. Some countries are waived from submitting any of these tests. So to get the list of exempted countries, there's a PDF document here that I will open. I hope you can see how I'm taking you through the different segments of this website. I want you to do the same for your own course, for your own university. Do not wait for me. You can just do the same. Explore, look around. Do not wait for me. Yeah? The internet is an open resource. Play around, let your curiosity go wild. So back to the video. So I've opened the PDF document, and voila, these are the countries exempted from presenting any English language test. And already off the bat, I can see my country here, Nigeria, and Ghana is just beside it below at the bottom of the column. And there are several other countries here in the list, quite not too long, but yeah, fair enough. If your country is not here, do not worry. You can still engage with them. Send them an email. They look a little bit, what's the word? Lenient. So from the vibes I've got from them so far, they are open to discussion. So send them an email and explain your situation to them. But this is quite a long list already, and my country is there, so it's good news for those from Nigeria, Ghanaians. I see you as well, and of course several other countries, Kenyans, and the rest of them. So please take advantage of this waiver. So now you have application fee, $10, English language waived. So let's now go to the different graduates programs and see if we can get, for instance, let's say GRE waiver or something like that. So let's go to the programs. Let's go to, yes, the degree programs. Let's see. So now we click on the degree programs, and let me just use this filter function to select. Let's just use PhD for now. And then on campus, yeah. So it's a technology university, by the way. So the majority of the courses here are STEM courses. That's science, technology, engineering, and I think maths. So those are the majority of courses you get here. So for those from the humanities background, social science background, I'm sorry, it's beyond my power. But the majority of the courses here are practical science based, as you've seen. Practical science. So let's move forward. Let's use biology for instance. I like taking biology because it's like one of the most funded courses in the US. So biology, let's click on biology, and there is a link sending us to the biology page. Let's see what it amounts to. So this is biology, and then straight, of course, you're meant to read every other thing on the website. But I'm going straight to admissions requirements because of time. So the requirement process. It reminds us once again of this $10 processing fee. It's just almost everywhere you look. It's a good reminder as well because fortunately it's not too much money. So $10 for your documents to be processed. Let's go to this one, grad school requirements. So the normal document, you need a bachelor's degree. You need to be ready for studies, then your statement of purpose, your transcript. Note that it's saying a bachelor's degree and not a master's degree. Remember, this is biology PhD. As I've said in several of my videos, you can move directly from a BSc, from a bachelor's, to a PhD in many US universities. Like this one, you do not need a master's. With a good bachelor's degree, you can move directly to a PhD. And most US universities also fund PhDs more than masters. So you might get a master's admission and there's no funding. But it is a bit difficult to get PhD funding or PhD admission without funding. Majority, let's say 80-90% of those who get PhD admission often get funding. But masters is about, let's say 50 or so, maybe half. So let's move forward. Let's go to the specific admissions requirement. Nothing has been said about the GRE so far. So here it says recommendation letters, the resume, um, the CV, the GPA should be 3/4 or something like that. So usually I think a 2-1 should be good. I think this should be in the neighborhood of a 2-1. And then prospective students are encouraged to contact faculty members. You can see your individual faculty members. So you need to send cold emails to professors. So it's in here. I like the instructions on this website. Very direct, straight to the point. Bullet points, bam, bam, bam on your face. It's also here, GRE not required. That's also a relief. You can breathe a sigh of relief. You do not have to write the GRE. That's good. Save your money, save yourself the stress. Then it comes to international students, and then they said the English language requirement. But remember, we read that a number of countries are exempted already. And what did we read that? Yeah, this list. Yeah, this is it. So if you're on this list, you can always make a claim that you are exempted from submitting an English language test. Then the decision rolling basis, there are two major deadlines. There's one, the 15th of January, and there's another for the 15th of September. So if you apply before the 15th of September, you'll be considered for the spring semester. Spring semester is usually February, March. So if that's when you want to resume, please go for it. And for fall, it means by this time next year, if that's what you're planning towards, please go for it. It says here that funding is also available. Usually, you're meant to apply on time. That's what I get from this statement here. Of course, there are other things you can look at as well. Once again, they reminded us of the $10 processing fee. It's just everywhere you look. They just tell you, international students, pay your $10. So that is it. And remember that you have to contact somebody in the department. You need to send a cold email. So check faculty list, program faculty list. Check what the professors are doing. There are a number of them here, and see which one whose research interest closely aligned with yours, and send the person an email. There is already a video, by the way, on this channel on how to send professors emails. You can see this one here, how to contact professors for postgraduate supervision and opportunities. Please, I think I'll put a link to this video in the description box as well. So you can watch it and then contact the professor and hope for a good outcome. So that is it for biology. Let's look for something else and see if we'll find similar exemptions and waivers and smooth application processes. So let's look for something in environment. Environment is quite on trend at the moment with the climate change and all the wildfires. So it's quite on trend. Let's see if there's funding. Let's see what they are giving us. So environmental and energy policy. And this is also a PhD, by the way. There's also a master's and a PhD, but we'll be concentrating on the PhD for now, since you can move directly from a BSc to a PhD without the master's. So let's go to the, okay, let's see if we can go straight to the applications requirements. Good. Applications requirements, the same information. Pay your $10, guys. Pay your $10. It's everywhere. You can't miss that information. It's like the catching point, a selling point rather. So let's see the applications requirements. The normal documents, just like biology, the specific requirements: 3 recommendation letters, a CV, GPA, writing sample. We didn't see this in the biology department. So writing sample, interesting. And I think they want you to have a background in environmental sciences, microeconomics, and stats. Once again, the GRE is not required. Thank God. Now there's instruction for international students, but remember, some of us already have waivers, so might not need to submit that. And then application decisions, the deadline. So there are 2 deadlines as well. The 15th of January for fall next year, that's July, August next year, or it could even be earlier. If you can submit your application before the 15th of September, you will get into the spring intake, which is February, March next year. And all students are considered for financial support. So they said, you can see it on the screen. So that's also good news. So I hope this was useful, guys. Let's check something quickly. The funding disparities for masters and PhD. I said that they fund more of PhD than masters in most US universities, just to confirm that, just to show you proof. I do not like misleading people. I do not like exaggerating. I can hardly tell a lie. So I'm trying to show you with proof what I mean. So we've got to the financial information tab, and I'm going to graduate assistantships, because most of these funding will come in form of graduate assistantships, of teaching assistantships. So this is it here. Let's see if there's anything worth highlighting. Yes, this is it. It's already in bold letters anyway. Master's level applicants are rarely awarded assistantships. So that's a bit of a problem. Let's make it bigger. Master's level applicants are rarely awarded assistantships. But here it is said funding is typically reserved for PhD applicants, although not guaranteed. So as I said, majority of the PhD applicants, those admitted, 80% usually get funding. But for masters, it's not necessarily so. That doesn't mean there are no master's scholarships in the US. It just means there are fewer masters but more PhD. And since you can move directly from a bachelor's to a PhD, why not just skip the masters and go to a PhD directly? You see? I hope you get my point. So that's what I'm trying to say. There is proof that they fund PhDs more than masters. So I hope this was useful, guys. We actually started from Google, remember? Started from Google, we got these options. Google and typed our application fee here, got these options, and then we moved around. So I want you to also do the same. If there is one thing I want you to take from this video, well, apart from the information I've shared already, is that you should learn to dig up information. It's a good habit. It helps you not just for scholarships, for jobs, for personal development. Learn how to be entrepreneurial, not just in the business sense, but also in helping yourself to dig up information. That has helped me personally in my job hunt, in my scholarship hunt as well. By the way, I got a job recently for those who didn't hear. That's a discussion for another day, but it helps to know how to find information on the internet. So if you go on my website, of course, or my page, let's go to the main page. There are already several other videos, so check around in case Michigan Tech doesn't catch your interest, or if you want to even open your options to other universities. Of course, look around, look around. There's several other things happening here. Of course, you can also get videos on how to write CVs, letters of motivation. It's here. CV, how to contact a professor. The video is also here. So once again, look around. To get the latest information on our channel, go to the community tab and see who won what recently. Someone recently won the Swiss government scholarship and generously shared a screenshot with us. So it's also there. The major announcements, major scholarships, sometimes a picture of me as well. So it's a picture of me in Canada at McGill University, Canada. So join the community, don't be a stranger. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Several fully funded scholarships coming your way. So this is just a tip of the iceberg. I have many more. In fact, I've prepared a lot, like a database of scholarships, mostly in the US. And then we'll be moving to the UK shortly when other scholarships open. So it's a full house. We have lots of things for you. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now, and do not forget to tell your friends, tell your family members that this is where it is happening. Bye bye.